Kaboom. Kaboom. A little slow on the button. A little slow on the button. Hey, everybody. This is Justin Case of American Newscape, joining our friend and media personality, Jerry Maldonado. And let's say an extremely happy Jerry Maldonado back for another installment of American Mentoring. Hello, Jerry. Welcome back to American Newscape.
Hey, I don't start, man. I'm trying to focus here.
Well, okay. First thing, your glasses are on your forehead. So you're using your glasses for your third eye.
I'm feeling kind of smart tonight, man. So I figured I'd leave them there, kind of Ben Franklin-ish kind of thing with the black frames going on.
Okay, all right, Jerry. Tonight we're going to talk about prophecy. So, Jerry, what's happening with prophecy?
How can I focus when I'm laughing?
I'm not laughing.
I'm gonna irritate your viewers. All right, let me stop and focus here.
Well, maybe, Jerry, but we may have a few viewers that need to be
happy.
Happy.
Yeah. Happy.
Okay.
Believe me, all this will make sense. Believe me. So bear with me, people. Thank you for being so patient. And there's going to be a refund at the exit when you leave.
No, it'll be a rain check.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Many moons ago, man. I remember watching on Discovery Nostradamus. You remember that meatball with the beard and the feather pen? He was predicting all these things that are happening in the world. And here I am. I picked up the old Britannica. I said, wait. What is prophecy? What does that mean? It's basically a prediction of your life. And he was sending out this fulfilling prophecy to the world. And now we have guys like that now, which are like stock analysts and weathermen. They're sending out these prophecies of what can happen. And I said, wait, if our feelings are a sense of direction of life, attract what we want, we are our own self-fulfilling prophecy. And when you start attaching energy and motion to that, you start creating your own self-fulfilling prophecy. And that Jer that you saw in the very beginning, the laughing, and Justin, you know me, I'm that way kind of all the time, is what I learned from watching what Nostradamus was saying. He's saying, look, you can be this way or it can be this way. He was predicting basically what can happen. What we got to realize is we are our own self-fulfilling prophecy. How? By our emotions. The energy and motion that we send out every single day in our feelings creates the next steps in our life. When you start understanding the law of attraction and quantum physics and everything else, it's a really simple way of living. The better feeling, the better that you feel, the better you're going to create.
Well, it's true. And, I believe Nostradamus was a true prophet because the Inquisitor had put a price on his head because he was a pagan, and Nostradamus kept avoiding the Inquisitor and the Catholic Church, running around Europe, and he was an interesting individual, opium addict, but an interesting individual. And back then they had the plague, they had the Inquisition. It was a tough time.
He was an imaginary hippie. but then tack on. See, the point I'm trying to make is we're creating the next step. And another guy who came out with his prophecies. Remember the old Ben Franklin with his Farmer's Almanac? Remember?
Oh yeah.
And it's gonna snow this year. It says. Yeah, I know, Meatball. It's cold. It's supposed to snow. But the point being is every feeling that we carry, every emotion is sending out to create the next step in our life. And what changed me, what changed that angry Jared to a happy Jared was realizing that, thoughts are powerful, but that I'm powerful. And I can create that destiny or that self-fulfilling prophecy just by the way I feel every single day. It's when I started laughing at the little things and being grateful for the little things and understanding all that it's all interconnected with how I feel and that I'm just bringing that to me in my life. Everything changed. It's a true transformation from the inside out rather from the outside in.
Well, as you've always said, Jerry, we attract what we put out there, and people need to realize they wear their emotions on their sleeve.
Yes.
So if you're in a miserable state, miserable things are going to gravitate towards you.
They have what they call an emotional guidance chart, and I always tell people to self reflect. I'm sorry, I don't tell them. I say, look, if you self reflect, you'll realize what you're attracting. And they're like, what do you mean? How do you feel every day? And it's so imperative for people to create their own peace in their life because from that they're going to attract what they want in life. You can't live in misery and grief and heartache and jealousy and pain and all these emotions every day and expect to attract what you want. It's amazing. Wayne Dyer said the most amazing set of words. You don't get what you want. You get what you are. And when you start defining who you are every single day, you take that little self-analysis, you'll understand the prophecy that you're creating in your life just by the way you're feeling and how you're acting every day.
Well, I agree, Jerry, and it's just like your environment, the environment you create for yourself. It's like when you showed up tonight
Absolutely.
laughing, what happened? I started laughing. So we were both laughing. And
Don't
there's
get
no,
me going. Yeah.
well, no,
My
but there's nothing wrong with that. I mean that
No, not
for
at all. Not at
most
all.
people, that's a good moment in time.
It's great. It's great to laugh, but when you're trying to explain something, it's not going to work very well. You got to get your composure back. But I'm setting up this show for tomorrow night with kind of the same aspect to help people realize the true power that they have, and they can change anything just by changing how they feel inside and what they're projecting, which is going to create in the outside. It's a hard thing for people to grasp, but here they are watching Nostradamus like I was and believing all these things many moons ago when I realized I'm the same prophet. I'm creating whatever I want. He was dictating what he felt and what he thought and whatever opium he was snorting or shooting back then. Who the hell knows? But we're our same. We're the same people. We're the same. We're everything in life that we want to be and what we choose to be in life. It's like Ben Franklin is predicting all these weather storms and without a satellite being in space. So God bless him. Whatever he felt, that's great. He put it into a book and people bought it. All I'm saying is you're your own prophet. And it all depends on what you're thinking, acting, and feeling every single day that you're bringing to yourself every day.
Well, I agree with you, Jerry, and people need to take heart to this because it's reality. I mean, what you project, what others perceive of you is,
Oh, you're good.
well,
Very good, grasshopper. Very good. Look at you.
grasshopper. Snatch the pebbles from my head. Snatch the glasses from my forehead. No, but it's true. Not only do we have to project it, but then we have to deal with others' perception if their impression is important to us, and it's all
Great point.
part of the package. The detractors. One thing
Great
I've
point.
always told people: you're judged by your detractors, and sometimes you want those people being your detractors.
Yep. And you bring up a fantastic point that I try to explain to people. And when people start leaving you, it because you're acting a certain way or a different way, don't take it personal. It's a blessing because they don't relate to who you are now. If you're truly committed to transformation, life is going to naturally evolve around what you're feeling, acting, and doing every single day. So the same negative meatball that you hung around because you were a negative meatball is not going to feel right being around you anymore. And they're just naturally going to move on to attract the normal natural meatball that you are now.
Yeah, the new
And
meatball.
people have to grasp that because they take it personal when life starts changing and people are leaving. I took it as a blessing. I'm like, God bless you. I like to have all these new people who are like-minded in my life. And that's the beauty of thinking differently because you're attracting differently.
Well, you're exactly right, Jerry. I mean, those people that are leaving you, and I mean that are seriously leaving, they came up with this old saying, "Don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out,"
Thank you. Thank you.
and that's reality. And and
Exactly.
and it
Exactly.
it is a blessing, and there comes time when we're doing transformation in our lives that we need to purge some of that negativeness around us.
That's why self analysis is so important to conduct on yourself. Instead of thinking about the other meatball next to you, look in the mirror. What energy are you projecting? And I mean, what kind of emotions are you sending out every single day? Because that's the people, the situations, and the circumstances you're bringing to you. It's like a single person who hates the other sex but still wants to be with somebody. They're going to attract somebody who feels the same way and wonder why they keep attracting the same people. When you start attracting who you are, when you start attracting those things in life, you realize what you're projecting. Just change the film.
Well, absolutely. If it's important for you to start drinking Bud Light to attract what you need, then drink Bud Light.
Typical from an ancient grasshopper. Bring up the old times. I love it.
Yeah.
And, but in Bud Light, you don't hear about them anymore. They kind of went off the planet. I, I guess
Well,
they're joining Disney in this free fall. They keep their mouth shut.
well,
Just do business.
I figure they're just licking their wounds where they're trying to gather enough money where they can hire
Ah,
Clint Eastwood to be their spokesman.
yeah, the empty chair thing. I get it. Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get an empty chair. I'm gonna talk to it with a 6 pack of Bud Light.
and that and that is therapy for some.
Indeed, indeed. Well, it's our people do the same thing with themselves. We had the show last week about that self talking. What you say to yourself, you bring to yourself. That's your prophecy. This is what people have to grasp for themselves: is we are creation machines. We are a power tool, and you can act like I do every day. As much as I can, happy go lucky. And what I realize is what I'm attracting is the same thing to match that. It's the perfection of the universe with the laws that were given to us, the gift that keeps on giving. What you're sending out is gonna come back to you.
Well, it's just, and I would challenge people next time they're in the grocery store or the department store or they're at the convenience market, just smile and recognize people. You don't need to do it as a creep. Just recognize their presence. And you will,
It's so you're right, and I did it today, Meatball. I did it, yeah. And people are like, "Huh?
yeah,
What?" They're not used to somebody saying good morning or saying hi, how are you, and not wanting something. It's just being that person. They kind of look at you kind of strange, thinking like you're going to ask them for some change or something or something else. But no, I do that every day. I love it. If you smile at somebody, they're going to feel the energy and smile right back to you. Now imagine 9 billion people doing that. What a concept!
what a concept. But it's a tougher world. I've gotten doors
Yeah.
for people my whole life. And I when I say I get doors, I get doors. If
Mm.
someone is approaching the door at the same time I am, I open the door for them.
Simple,
And
simple morals and values. It's fantastic.
but in the last 20 years, you can open the door for somebody and they resent the fact that you
Uh,
opened the door.
be- because they were programmed differently. They were all that's why I love programs like you and I and all the ones of that nature. Not bringing back the old days, but bringing back better days,
Well, right.
self-respect and more responsibility, and all these things in life. As my glasses start to slide down my greasy head, about the basic set of life rules that if you live by, you're going to bring more of it. You're being grateful and gracious to somebody, you're going to bring more gracious and grateful people to you. It's not about, how should we say, following a certain rule. It's just showing the best you out there, and the best you is going to come back to you.
Well, and it's good for you. It's good for your persona. It's good for your soul. It's just it
Eh,
makes
Peace of
your
mind, and
yeah,
bingo, bingo.
right, right. And
Yeah.
just as you and I like to assess our days and assess our tomorrows, you can look back on those moments and feel good about them. No matter
It's the best feeling in the world if people would realize the true power that they can create their best self and their best life.
Absolutely. And we all have unlimited potential. I have more potential to be a better person than you do, Jerry, but we all have to start somewhere.
Yeah. Let's see, age before beauty.
Except in our scenario. But I
It's all
digress.
good.
It's
It's
all
all
good.
good. It's all good.
Absolutely. Hey, Jerry, I like
And
this
now
ep.
a word. And now a word from our sponsor.
No, a moment of silence for our sponsor.
I know, right? Touche, my friend. Touche. Very good. Very good.
Hey, why don't you leave us with a final thought and we'll let everybody go?
Oh, okay. I got to speak now. Okay. I was going to start laughing for what the heck of it. But
Okay.
the biggest lesson I learned was self-analysis. When I realized I was being a meatball, I realized life was only giving me the same to match it. When you start understanding what you're projecting, you'll start understanding what's going on in life. You'll start bringing back what you want in life. People are afraid to do that. I get it. People are afraid to understand, but the truth will hurt. But when you understand the truth, it'll set you free.
Well, I agree with you, Jerry. And a lot of when you and I talk about analysis and self-analysis, we're not we're not talking about conventional analysis where people pay to go have some stranger tell them that their mother was mean to them.
Oh, a life coach, yeah, that
Yeah.
kind of thing, or yeah, it's almost like a paid friend, man. There you go.
And
It's all good.
let me get out my prescription pad and
Oh,
voila, you will feel
don't
better.
even go there.
Or
We'll
you
save
will
that for another show, there, Meatball. We're
or
saying,
you will feel nothing. No, but our self-analysis is just trying to get inside the wheels in the windmills in our mind to take us in
find
a
out what's in
positive.
that hurt locker. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, find out what's in your hurt locker, and you'll realize that you open it every single day to look at all the hurt and the pain, and you wonder why you keep attracting more hurt and pain. You close the hurt locker, you lock it as best you can, move on with your life as best you can.
All right. All right. Hey, Jerry, thank you. Hey, everybody, this has been Justin Case and Jerry Maldonado bringing you American Mentoring. Thanks for joining us. Remember, additional information and links are provided in this video to read more. Today's the day to subscribe to this channel and tell your friends that the laughs are free. Please learn more about Jerry Maldonado when time permits.